go. Don't scare me like that, baby. Click on, man. Yo, hold on. Let me go to game chat because he's pissing me off. Nah, I'm just chill. I'ma chill. Nigga don't want to click on. Alright. You gotta shoot that gap.
Also, music is another good thing to point out too. It's not in-game music. People usually stream with music.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. John Harbaugh thought about it. Now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw.
Easy work it is. Fuck is you saying? Let's go. He better get out that defense. Or I get mad. Oh, they didn't let me hit him? Oh, man. Yo, don't be doing that to me, baby. That's all. User. That's fucking crazy.
Just shy of the 30. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds.
I see what he got going on. Yup, I see exactly what he got going on.
From the 36, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins.
Oh my God, he threw a dot. I want him to score first though, or again. I'd rather him score right now.
One quarter down, 8-0 to score.
Cool, I didn't even have my niggas in for real. Fucking Marcus Peters, man. Come on, man. I need you to make that play. That's too
If
much
it
air.
helps at all, the
That's way
MCS
too much
broadcasts
air.
and the Level Next broadcasts don't use face cam for host when the gameplay is
Hey, come on,
during the gameplay.
Humphrey! Why are you swatting, baby? We got some money to make. Bro, that's a Stevie, bro. Am I wrong? You said nah. Stevie at his finest, baby. Oh, don't cheat me like that, Madden. Not like that, Madden. They said offsides. Fuck it. You playing right now. Yep. Let's go. Let's go. I knew exactly what he was doing. Let's go. What is he doing? Playing some nigga named Husker.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Murray now to throw.
No way. No way. He fucking did that. Yo, no way he just did that. That's crazy, man. And I had that nigga. I put the wrong person in there. I had him in the box, man. Oh yeah, he's not getting this again. He's not getting that again. He gonna try to do it on the right side. That's all I had to do. Give me that. Bro, that's all I had to do right there. Herb, he would have been boxed. I'm telling you.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
That was nice.
He's taken down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in his first half, but this time...
I should have ran. Oh, they cheated him, but he get. Oh, okay. I like this play right here. This.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the very first official Jump Off Madden 22 qualifier stream. My name is Primrose. I'm here alongside K-Mac. For those of you guys that don't know who we are, I'm a Madden content creator, and K-Mac over here is a Madden pro player. He's been playing the game for a very long time, so he knows a lot about the game. But we have some great streams for you guys today. Great gameplay, an awesome broadcast for you guys. We have some great guests as well coming in for today's stream.
Yeah, I'm really excited for today's games. We have both Xbox and PlayStation. The winner of each console is going to get flown out to Orlando for the live finals. Super excited about that. And I'm ready to see who's crowned the champion.
So how this competition works, for those of you guys that don't know, there is a Xbox qualifier as well as a PlayStation qualifier. We're going to have 8 total finalists crowned over 4 weekends, 1 from each console. All 8 finalists are going to be flown out to Orlando to play alongside some of you guys' favorite celebrities, influencers, content creators, and Madden pro players. So we can go ahead and take a look at the bracket for today's games. We have our Xbox for qualifier 1 and our PlayStation. I believe this is going to be the PlayStation bracket currently on the screen right now. We are going to have currently It's Show and TDJ are going to play their semifinal games, and we're also waiting on the games between Shafe and B Do Husker. I believe I pronounced that correctly. Whoever wins that game is going to move on to play Blake in the semifinals. From there, we're going to go to the finals, and then we're going to be crowned our champion from the PlayStation bracket. Now, moving on to the Xbox bracket. Take a look at the Xbox bracket. We're going to have the semifinal games between Mad Dog and Life is Madden, as well as we're waiting on the game between Young D-Bro and I Run the Ball, and whoever is the winner of that game will be playing Nev Man 6452. So we're going to be having some great, awesome games for you guys today. But yeah, I hope that you guys are going to enjoy all of these games. If you guys haven't already too, you guys are more than welcome to go ahead and sign up for this tournament. There are going to be 3 other weekends of qualifiers for this tournament. So you guys do have some time if you want to go ahead and sign up for the tournament. It's going to be over at jumpoff.gg. You guys can go ahead and sign up and play in this tournament and have a chance to be flown out to Orlando, which is going to be super exciting as well. You guys get your flights paid for, you guys get your hotel paid for. I mean, and you guys earn some money and play some Madden at the same time. You know, it's a great deal for you guys if you guys want to go ahead and do that.
Yeah, we're going to be down in Orlando end of January. Super excited for that. It's actually going to be a crew v crew format. So you're going to, if you actually end up making the tournament, you're going to be paired with 2 other people, a celebrity and a content creator. You guys compete as a team to try and take home a prize pool of $25,000. There's some really good games, though. I've definitely noticed a couple of these names in these brackets today. Some really good players. I'm looking forward to this matchup in the semifinals in Xbox, I believe, between I Run the Ball and Nev. I've played both of those guys quite a bit. They're both pretty solid players, and it should be a really good game.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be super cool. We're going to have some great guests as well for you guys coming today. We do have LMG. If you guys don't know who he is a Facebook streamer. He's also a Madden content creator. I believe that he is live right now on Facebook watching this tournament, but he has 26,000 followers over on Facebook, quite a large Facebook streamer. And we also do have Potsy. If you guys know who Potsy is, he also is in the chat right now. He's going to be joining us for game 3. So exciting broadcast we have ahead of us today. Let's see if our games are ready anytime soon at all. We'll go hop straight into those once those are ready.
Yeah, like I said, big tournament coming up today. Some really great matchups. I think we're going to be watching both consoles. So let's see what console we start with here first for our first matchup of the day.
I think this is going to be game one versus It's Show and TDJ. This is going to be our PlayStation semifinals to begin with. We're going to have It's Show as the Jacksonville
what the
Jaguars
fuck?
and TDJ as the Arizona Cardinals.
I think we had the game volume on right there. We got a little hot mic from one of the players. But this is an interesting matchup right here. I can't believe this guy is actually using the Jacksonville Jaguars, not a team you typically see when you watch competitive Madden. And he's taking on the Cardinals, who are widely considered the best team to use in regs. So I don't understand the decision making process behind using the Jags, but let's see if he proves me wrong here.
Yes, this whole tournament, the whole entire format is going to be regs. So if you guys aren't familiar with how regs works, you're basically using the same roster that the actual current team uses. So it's not like MUT, Madden Ultimate Team, where you get to pick and choose your different players. Regs, if you're using the Jacksonville Jaguars, you have the entire Jacksonville Jaguars roster at your disposal. And so that's why, when it comes to regs, as K-Max said, that he kind of said that, using the Jacksonville Jaguars was an interesting choice from this guy because Arizona Cardinals are by far probably one of the best teams that you can choose over on the online head-to-head, which is the regs section. It's the regs game mode within Madden. So there are quite a few teams that, do have an advantage over some other teams. What are some other ones? I believe it's the Green Bay Packers are pretty good this year. The Arizona Cardinals. There are a few others, correct?
Yeah, those are the main ones right there. Really, any team with a gunslinger quarterback, the gunslinger ability is so important in Madden. So Packers, Seahawks, Cardinals, as you could see the gunslinger paid off there on that pass to Rondale Moore over the middle of the field. It was almost an interception. He ends up making the catch, though, turns it upfield for a huge gain, and now he's up to the 11-yard line. So first pass of the game, almost intercepted. The guy with the Cardinals not afraid to go ahead and take some shots down the field and really not afraid to test his opponent's user.
Yeah, TDJ already right here on the 11-yard line. Going to do a nice outside run to get that touchdown. 6 points up on the board for TDJ. So it's definitely, like K-Max said, it's going to be pretty interesting to see why this guy chose the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, he did get this far, that is for sure. He didn't make it all the way over to the semifinals. So we'll see how he ends up playing. Jacksonville Jaguars, It's Show going to be right here on offense.
That was a nice little jet sweep right there to Rondale Moore. He's kind of using him in Madden like he's used in real life, kind of more of a gadget player as opposed to a guy who's really just known for running routes like DeAndre Hopkins, for example. That was a really nice play. You don't really see too many jet sweeps in Madden, but a great start. We'll see if the Jaguars can move the ball. I feel like the strength of the Jaguars would be that defense. They have Josh Allen. They have some great speed in their secondary as well with Chris Claybrooks, for example, who I believe the Jacksonville Jaguars are using. But the problem is the offense, right? Trevor Lawrence, he's solid, but he doesn't get any abilities. He doesn't really excel in any one area. He's just kind of like a well-rounded quarterback. And the receivers aren't that great either. They have some speed, but the route running is really just not there. So we're going to see he's coming out in the 5 wide. I want to see some dots. I want to see some dots from the Jaguars here out of 5 wide.
Nice pass right here, and he throws it away.
That's going to be the problem right there, right? Like the receivers just got no separation on that play, and none of these guys have the ability to beat man coverage. And the Cardinals have a pretty good secondary, right? They've never really been known for their defense outside of maybe Patrick Peterson in previous years, but they have some players out there in the secondary. Isaiah Simmons is incredible in Madden. As we're right here, almost an interception, just who I was talking about, Isaiah Simmons. They have Byron Murphy as well, Buda Baker. So not a great start for the Jags right here, man. 5 wide, not really an offense you typically see. It's hard to block the blitz. Not really a lot of blitzing coming here from the Jaguar or from the Cardinals. More coverage, but he is putting some great adjustments out there. And Buda Baker, who I was just talking about, is actually going to get dunked on. And I believe it's going to be defensive pass interference as well. It's exactly what it is. He's going to decline that, and he's up to the 5-yard line. Kind of a Hail Mary shot, but it worked out in his favor.
Wow, yeah, the Jacksonville Jaguars at the 5-yard line. He's out of that 5 wide formation. So it looks like he is going to pass from the 5-yard line. And He's on the 1-yard line. I thought that was going to be a touchdown.
ETN is up to the 1. Now, Rose did mention that they're using like the real life NFL rosters. However, you can sub in players who are currently injured. So ETN, for example, out for the season. As Trevor Lawrence, I talked to you guys about his mobility on the quarterback draws into the end zone. So a great start for the Jaguars there on offense. It was a little shaky. He was able to put it in the end zone off a nice pass to ETN and then the quarterback draw to Trevor Lawrence. But Rose, what did you think about that drive?
I mean, it was a pretty good drive. He was held to 3rd and 10. I didn't think that he was going to get it. Not going to lie, I didn't think that he was going to get it on that pass. But like you said, he did dunk on the Cardinals for that gain. And then it was a nice little touchdown right there afterwards. It was a pretty good drive, if I were to say so.
Yeah, it was definitely kind of a Hail Mary shot there on 3rd and 10. He had nothing open. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to throw it downfield. Hopefully someone can make a play. And it doesn't typically pay off in your favor when you say that out loud, but it did right there. The question is, can he get a stop? He's running 2.45 odd, which is pretty meta online. The problem is he's kind of running it a strange way. He's not really doing a great job of keeping Kyler Murray in the pocket. And when you're playing the Cardinals, that should be your primary objective, right? Kyler Murray, 90 plus speed. He's got the escape artist ability as well. And if you allow him to just roll around, hit these deep crossers on the run, it's going to be a long day for you on defense.
1st and 10 on the 36-yard line right now. Motioning over that outside wide receiver. This is something that people do a lot in online games.
That was a really nice pass to Ertz right there. Basically just creating a crossing pattern with the motion slant. So slant post. Pretty popular play. You know, my guy Noah, who ended up winning both the college national championship and the ultimate Thanksgiving. He's kind of known for that route combo right there. As there's a fumble in the pocket, but Humphreys is able to pick it up. But a huge defensive play right there. 2nd and 29 for the Cardinals.
See what the Jaguars do on defense right here.
It seems to be his money play with the motion crossers. Isabella, nice pickup again. He's got to just keep him in the pocket. If I'm the Jaguars, I am containing on every play.
Definitely. That's definitely something that he does and runs straight up the center, slides to get that 1st down. We are right now at 1st and 10 on the 28-yard line.
He took my advice right there. He contained only a 3-man rush. I would recommend rushing about 4 or 5 if you're trying to actually do a really effective job of keeping the quarterback in the pocket. The problem is if you contain and you're only rushing 3, you leave the middle wide open as well. So he doesn't have to scramble to the sideline. He'd actually take up off the middle as well. Just because that D tackle is going to be double teamed every single time, the chances of him actually disengaging and being able to tackle the quarterback are pretty slim.
Getting out of bounds right here for a nice gain of 4 yards. It's not the worst thing that you can do. You can also throw the ball out. Throw the ball away. I'm sorry. Throw the ball away. If
Rose
you
would know nothing about that.
I don't know anything about throwing the ball away.
She never throws the ball away. There's no such thing as the next play.
Run up the center. 3rd and 1 right now on the 19-yard line. It's going to be a big play right here from the Arizona Cardinals. Getting the 1st down. Otherwise, Arizona Cardinals is going to be held to a 4th down. A little run right there. 1st down, 1st and 10 on the 15.
Actually contains off the right side this time. And there you go. That's a great defensive play. You know, he completes the pass only for a gain of 1, though. And like I said, he sent more than 3 people. He sent 5 right there. Had the quarterback contains, kept him in the pocket, and that was one of his best defensive plays so far.
5 wide from the Arizona Cardinals. Can't quite get the 1st down. He's going to be short.
See, Rose,
3 yards.
This is how I'm trying to get you to play the game. Just be more mobile with the quarterback. Like, this guy's doing a great job. Like, early on, he wasn't containing, so he's rolling out to the sidelines. And now that he's actually trying to keep him in the pocket, he's actually, like, standing tall and making his reads under center. So right here, for example, not even phased at all. Zach Ertz underneath on the drag, touchdown Cardinals.
It's definitely something that I need to work on for sure. Maybe I can take some tips from PDJ on offense. I don't really know what I'm doing on offense. I'm not the best offensive player. I'm not the best defensive player, actually. Let's be completely honest here. So watching these guys play, I'm definitely paying attention to what they do with their quarterbacks, what they do, where they throw it away, how they're patient with their throws, with their passes, their reads, just in general.
Yeah, I think pocket presence is really an underrated aspect of competitive Madden in general. I think a lot of people don't really not necessarily appreciate it, but necessarily like comprehend how important it is to Madden. A lot of people I know, especially new players, when they're getting blitzed, when they're getting shedded, one of the things they typically do is they back really far up in the pocket. And you take rating or you take accuracy hits for that with your quarterback, so you're less likely to complete passes, especially if you're trying to go deep down the field. But you can honestly miss pretty easy underneath throws as well. So it's really important that when you snap the ball, you're climbing the pocket. You can avoid those edge rushers that are shedding around the outside. Step up, avoid those, and you're just going to guarantee yourself that you're able to make the best possible throw. Right, the further you back up, the more likely you are to not complete the pass. And the Cardinals is doing a great job. He was doing a great job early on of escaping the pocket, making those throws easy on the run. And now that the Jaguars are actually containing, they're taking my advice. He's doing a great job of staying in the pocket, which is a hard thing to do when you're used to running around with Kyler Murray. He's stepping up, climbing the pocket, taking his underneath reads, and he's finding a ton of success on offense right now.
1st and 10 on the Jaguars 41. 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Okay, Mac, if you were the Jaguars right now, what would you do on offense?
Well, I think it's really important that you go ahead and don't do that. Don't take a huge sack from JJ Watt. He comes screaming out the middle and he's actually going to no huddle. But I was going to say right now at 2nd and 24, your goal is to just get the first down, get the biggest possible playback as he's absolutely bagged, and it's going to be intentional grounding. So any advice I had for this guy and what he should do on offense here before the half is just completely thrown out the window. It is 3rd and 38. I mean, I would almost just punt right here. I mean, well, not seriously, but I don't really see a chance of anything positive happening here. Nothing is getting open. The Cardinals have really turned it up here on defense, and this is not a great spot to be in if you're the Jaguars.
3rd and 38 on the Jaguars' own 13-yard line. Short little pass right there. Can he run? Oh, almost tried to juke him and spin out of the way. He's going to no huddle. He's going to no huddle on 4th and 25 on his own 27-yard line. I would probably do what K-Mac said and punt right here. It'll give you the best chance, honestly, to stop his the Cardinals offense. And you can hold yourself to at least just being down 7. He is going to go ahead and call a timeout and punt.
Actually, the Cardinals went ahead and called a timeout for him. He didn't like his defensive look. And honestly, I feel like that's good for the Jaguars. Almost bad for the Cardinals. I understand that the Cardinals didn't want to give up an easy 4th down if they messed up their defense, but it allows the Jaguars to actually make a good decision. It seems like he kind of just raged and no huddled after that check down to ETN. And a good decision there by the Jaguars. What he should have done, though, is he just tried to go deep early on in the drive with 2 minutes and all your timeouts. You have all the time in the world. You can run the ball, which the Jaguars, I would like to see them do a bit more. Just take out the rest of the half, get some type of points, and with the Jaguars getting ball at half, they were in a really good spot. Now the Cardinals are in a commanding position. They need about 10 to 11 more yards to get field goal range here. If they can take a 2-possession lead at halftime, it's going to be a tall task for the Jaguars to get back in this game.
Only 16 seconds left in the first half. See if the Cardinals can pick up those extra 10 to 15. It looks like they're going to get, yes, right there. Looks like the Cardinals are going to get into a field goal range right here, which is really, really good for the Cardinals. Like K-Mac said, going up a 2-possession lead at half is going to be, it's going to be a big lead for the Cardinals and something that the Jaguars are going to have to struggle with gaining those extra points.
Kyler Murray taking a shot down the sideline, and He's going to get the timeout off with 1 second left. That's not even worth it if you're the Cardinals, right? You get the possibility of that tackle animation taking way too long and not getting points before half. There's absolutely no realistic chance with that pass that you can score there. Big risk by the Cardinals, but he gets a timeout off with just 1 second. He's going to kick his field goal and go up 2 possessions at half. The Jaguars do get the ball here, though, so they have really all the opportunity in the world to make this a one-score game again. But the problem a lot of players, the mistake a lot of players make here is they really try to get it all back at once. So, like, I'm down 10. I can't really stop this guy. I need to score, and I need to score really quickly. And I feel like that kind of gets you in trouble sometimes. Again, I feel like just being more methodical. You have still 10 minutes left of game time left. I would probably run the ball a bit more here, play a bit more balance with the Jaguars offense, and then just make it a one-possession game. That should really be your only goal right now. I wouldn't even be thinking about the fact it's 2 possessions.
Definitely. Sometimes those points can get to your head. You're sitting here and you're thinking like, it's more than 7 points. I have to score twice in order to get the lead. Sometimes that can get in your head. You really just need to sit here and think about what you're doing right here in the moment, which is trying to at least get 7 points on the board, maybe 3. 3 is fine because then if you get a field goal and then you get a stop on defense, you're only down 1 possession, which, isn't the end of the world.
Oh my goodness. And an errant pass there from Trevor Lawrence. That's what I was talking about early in the stream. We were talking about how important that gunslinger ability is. If that is Kyler Murray with the gunslinger ability, he's able to put that ball on a rope, get it to the open receiver who's breaking across the field. But Trevor Lawrence cannot do that. What he can do, though, is definitely take off. He's got decent enough speed. 3rd and 3 right here. The Jaguars need to just get a first down.
Definitely just need to get a first down. Jaguars really do like that 5-wide formation. Taking off right here, getting the first down and out of bounds with Trevor Lawrence. I'm always scared. If I take off with my quarterback, I'm always scared that I'm going to fumble unless I slide pretty early or I get out of bounds. So.
And another intentional grounding from Trevor Lawrence, the 2nd of the game. It's tough. That's the problem with 5 wide, right? If he's starting to send that heat, which the Cardinals wasn't doing in the first half, he's starting to mix it in here. The little 5-man blitz. Isaiah Simmons is so fast off that edge. And you guys can see here, the Jaguars realizes that as well. He's going to audible to bunch here, which has better pass protection. He doesn't need it all back here, but he definitely needs a nice little chunk back.
All right, 3rd and 7 from the Jaguars on the Jaguars 31-yard line. This is going to be a big play right here, trying to get that first down. Jaguars are audibling.
Nice pass there to DJ Chark. He's utilizing Trevor Lawrence's mobility a lot this drive, a lot more than we saw in the first half. Definitely taking off, making his quarterback a risk on the run.
Definitely doing a lot better, as you said, the second half than he did the first half.
Going
Over
on
the
top.
Wow, big play right there from its show with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Nice. 7 points right there on the board if he can make this extra point, and it looks like it is good. All right, Jacksonville Jaguars only down by 3 points right now. See what they can do on defense right here. This is actually becoming quite a close game. All right, Arizona Cardinals on offense now. Let's see if the Jacksonville Jaguars can stop the QB at all.
Good tackle there. If you're the Cardinals in this position, though, you definitely want to be taking some time off the clock. With a 40-second play clock in regs, you have the ability to honestly make this the last drive of the game if you manage it really well, if you're able to run, take your checkdowns. it doesn't seem like that's going to be the game plan for the Cardinals right here. He's no huddling, not worried about the clock at all. He's just trying to get 7 on the board again and make it a 2-possession game.
Definitely. I think making a 2-possession game is the number one goal right here for the Cardinals, because then it almost, we're towards the end of the third quarter right now. It almost secures a win for the Cardinals. Fourth and 6 from the Arizona Cardinals on the Arizona Cardinals on 29-yard line. You're only 6 yards away from getting the first down, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens here.
This is really the Jaguars' opportunity. If they already clawed themselves back into this game, only a 3-point deficit. If they can get off the field right here, that would be absolutely huge. It's great coverage. He's got to get his user back to the middle, though. Triangle is breaking open over the middle, and that's exactly where the Cardinals user finds Rondale Moore once again. Rondale Moore has been his top option pretty much all day. 4 receptions for 72 yards. And I really feel like the Jaguars squandered an opportunity right there, but oh my goodness, that was an incredibly risky pass on the seam. I believe that was a linebacker. Linebackers not really known to jump in Madden. That was a safety that easily could have been an interception.
Definitely. And that's another thing when it comes down to doing your depth chart that K-Mac mentioned earlier. Nice play right there over the top for a big gain right there. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals on the 14-yard line. Like I was saying, that was definitely something that K-Mac mentioned earlier. Doing your depth chart, if you if you sub in certain players in other positions, like safeties, they can jump a lot higher than if you were to say have a middle linebacker or someone else. So that's definitely something that a lot of players tend to do.
Yeah, exactly. He's got the playmaker here to the running back. Chase Edmonds, touchdown. Awesome play right there from the Cardinals, extending the play with Kyler Murray's legs. The playmaker with the right stick up into the end zone. And what a catch from Edmonds. Edmonds is a really solid receiving back in real life for the Cardinals as well. He's got great hands. That's really what he's known for, and he proves it right here, giving the Cardinals a 10-point lead. But that was a tough drive. He easily could have turned the ball over and given the Jaguars the advantage in this game, but he converted on the 4th down with some really nice pocket patience. Really impressive drive here from the Cardinals.
Yeah, like K-Mac said, it was a great drive from the Cardinals right there. On to the 4th quarter. Another 2-possession lead for the Cardinals. So let's see what the Jaguars end up doing on offense.
Nice spin move from Agnew. Agnew is a special teams star for the Jaguars. He's actually gotten more involvement in the offense too under Urban Meyer. I believe he just got injured recently in real life. He was placed on injured reserve, but honestly, he's a really exciting player to look out for in the Jaguars, or for the Jaguars in the future. And he almost showed it right there, almost cribbing the kickoff.
It's definitely something that's very hard to do and that we don't actually see a lot of in Madden with those kicker turns. Jacksonville Jaguars throwing the ball away, bringing up a 2nd and 10.
Rose, if you were in the spot right here, if you were the Jaguars, what's your philosophy right now? What's your game plan on offense? Are you trying to get it all back in one play?
Honestly, I'm trying my best, trying to go for 7 and throwing the big play right there, throwing all the way down. I'm going to bring up a 1st and 10 on the 10-yard line. That was a huge play right there for the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's probably something that I would tend to do. I would look over top and try to get one of my receivers open way down the field.
Yeah, DJ Chark has been frying the man. You cannot play cover 0 against DJ Chark. He is too quick. I believe he's 94, 95 speed. The Cardinals, that is the 2nd time they've ran cover 0, and twice now he's been burned by DJ Chark. Trevor Lawrence, I think the Jags got a bit confused there. They thought they were the Cardinals user with Kyler Murray. He tries to take off and takes a hit stick with Trevor Lawrence. He's going to cough the ball up again if he does that. He's got to be careful right here. You know it's man coverage. You can tell from the alignment it is cover zero once again. Only a three-man rush. Nothing open though. The Cardinals pass rush. A spin
Oh, nice
move.
spin move into the end zone right there for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Going to bring up 24-20. See if the Jaguars can make this extra point.
Yeah, nothing was really open there, but Trevor Lawrence again with the wheels. I think the Cardinals made a mistake there. They pressed that right stick in to go ahead and send the nearest player to get after the quarterback. He was afraid he was going to give up the scramble for a touchdown. I actually ended up sending the guy who was manned up on Tavon Austin. Tavon Austin actually puts two people on skates as well. He's into the end zone, and the Jaguars will not go away, right? They got down early right before the second half, but they have been fighting tooth and nail. Can the Cardinals put the nail in the coffin right here?
Yeah, the Cardinals can't give the ball up on offense right here. Basically, if they take the ball all the way down to the end zone, if they either score, or they chew out the rest of the clock, it's a secured win right now for the Cardinals. So the Jacksonville Jaguars definitely have to step it up on defense. Going to look right here to the Jaguars to make a stop. Just like they did right there. 2nd and 12 for the Arizona Cardinals. Jaguars got a stop, which pushed the Cardinals back 2 yards. I don't think running the ball is the best move right here. What do you think, K-Mac?
For the Cardinals, absolutely. I think running the ball is a move here. It doesn't hurt to pass every play and kind of use these underneath checkdowns as sort of your run game, right? If you're checking down to these drags and these zigs, for example, that he has on this play, then it makes sense. But obviously, there is a risk involved with passing the ball. You can always throw an interception, get lurked. Running the ball on conservative ball carrier is always going to be the safe option here. But the Cardinals, they obviously place a lot of faith here in their offense, continuing to pass the ball deep down the field, even this late in the game.
It's a nice pass right there for the Arizona Cardinals, getting the first down, taking it all the way to the 2-minute warning that looked like it was going to be either a pick, it was swatted, and then I'm not sure who 86 is, but 86 did end up catching that, going all the way to the first down. Quite a lucky play.
That was an absolutely wild play. I believe he ran a tight end screen, just darts with Kyler Murray to the sideline, throws off his back foot backwards. So if his guy didn't end up catching that tip, that was probably going to be considered a fumble. And honestly, it could have been for 6 as well with no other skill players behind him. But a huge mistake. The Cardinals are getting way too risky. This guy needs to learn how to run the ball right here. He made a crazy, crazy play throwing off his back foot on that tight end screen, almost fumbling, and then right here takes a sack for 19 yards. And now he's going to continue passing again. If he gets an incomplete pass, he's going to stop the clock and help out the Jaguars that much more. We'll check down right here, and is it out of bounds? It is not, but that is close. Almost another mistake for the Cardinals.
3rd and 21. The Jaguars only have one more timeout, and there's 56 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Like K-Mac said, if this is an incompletion, it wasn't an incompletion, and he needs to stay in bounds as well if he's going to try to run out the rest of the clock. All right, 4th and 9. Jacksonville Jaguars called another timeout.
That's a great stand, though, from Jacksonville, giving himself once again a chance. That's all you can really ask for. He's going to have about 43 seconds with no timeouts to get 7. I don't know how realistic that is. The Cardinals have been playing good defense for the most part. The problem is they just randomly call cover 0 and just give up a streak to DJ Chark. So if you're the Cardinals here, you want to make sure you have at least 2 safeties over top right here. You cannot afford to get burned again by DJ Chark.
Definitely going to be a great game right here, coming down to the final seconds in the 4th quarter. Jacksonville Jaguars once again coming out in 5 wide. See if the Arizona Cardinals can get a stop.
A risky pass there to Tavon Austin. Is that even worth it, though? His players went so far down the field. He's going to get an 18-second runoff on the clock. Not even worth the 10 yards at all. You have to snap the ball, and you have to get out of bounds right here, which he does. He has the tight end, Dan Arnold, down the sideline to the 43, but with only 6 seconds left, you have maybe time for a quick out route, maybe pick up about 7 to 10 more yards, which is probably what I would do. And then you can drop a play to possibly get in the end zone with a deep cross or a deep corner. If you're going to just say, screw it, and just throw a Hail Mary right here, that's absolutely an option as well. He's actually going to go to the corner route again, and Trevor Lawrence with an absolute duck for a throw that actually was a great play. He could have easily picked up 15 or 20 yards right there, left a second on the clock, and pretty much had the entire playbook at his disposal for probably about the 25-yard line. But Trevor Lawrence absolutely sells. He's going for the Hail Mary. It's up, and it's an interception from Thompson. The Cardinals should probably go down here to steal the game, but he wants to rub it in a bit more, score again, and tell all his friends that the game wasn't even close. It was 2 possessions the whole time. It was never in doubt. A great game, honestly, though.
Great
Awesome
game.
first game.
Great game. TDJ, I'm sorry about that. TDJ secured the win for the Arizona Cardinals. Great game right there from It's Show and TDJ. Honestly thought that the Jaguars were going to come back in the very end. Great game right there. I think that let's take a look at the bracket right now and see who is going to be moving on to the finals. We have TDJ going on to the finals for the PlayStation bracket.
We'll take a look at the bracket in just a second. I quickly want to talk about the game, though. Again, I feel like the Jaguars did a really great job there in the second half defensively. Like, it's just so difficult to stop the Cardinals. Just kind of just letting the Cardinals user roll around every single play with that escape artist. He did a really great job, though, of containing Kyler Murray in the second half, forcing the Cardinals into some uncomfortable positions, right? He had him on that 4th and 6 in the third quarter. He had great coverage. He just ultimately couldn't get off the field. Kyler Murray is just so good at extending plays, but a great effort there from the Jaguars. They really battled back. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the bracket now.
All right, so we do have It's Show going on and moving on to the finals. And then from the top bracket right there, you can see Doe Husker, I believe is how you pronounce it, moved on, won his game, and he is now in the semifinals versus Blake. So we're going to see who gets to win or who wins. Who's going to move on from that bracket, and then they will play Its Show in the finals, and whoever wins that game will be crowned the champion and moving on to Orlando, which is going to be awesome. It's going to be so much fun. If you guys are in chat right now and you guys haven't signed up, you guys are interested to play in this tournament, you guys should head on over to jumpoff.gg. You guys can go and sign up. There are going to be 3 more weekends of these qualifiers. 1 winner from Xbox and 1 winner from the PlayStation bracket. Each weekend will be flown to Orlando to compete in the grand finals. You guys are going to compete alongside some of your favorite influencers, some of your favorite Madden content creators, some of your favorite Madden pros, such as K-Mac, and you guys are going to be able to play for a grand prize pool of $24,000. Great game right there, K-Mac. What did you like about that game? What was your favorite play of the entire game?
I kind of like the dunk early in the game, right? The Cardinals went down the field, scored 7. 3rd and 10 for the Jaguars. Really no one open. He kind of just chucked it all the way down the field. I haven't seen a quarterback throw a ball like that in the NFL in a long time. Trevor Lawrence lofted it probably 60, 70 yards. He comes down with it, and really, it looked like it was going to be a flood early, right? It looked like the Cardinals were going to run away with it. We're like, why is this guy using the Jaguars? The team's not very good. Not nearly as talented in Madden as the Cardinals, but I mean, that play gave him life, and really it just resulted in being an awesome game, right? The Jaguars just never went away.
All right, I think we're gonna head over to a quick break right now before we get the next game set up for you guys. So we'll see you guys after the break. had to say because I wasn't given direction on a lot of stuff. Welcome back, everyone, to the Jump Off Madden 22 online qualifier. If you guys are familiar with this tournament here, we are currently watching the semifinals. We have the Xbox and the PlayStation brackets right now. We're also joined with LMG Live Madden Gaming. If you guys don't know who he is a Facebook Madden streamer and content creator. Live Madden Gaming, how are you doing? Welcome here. Thanks for being with us.
How you doing? I'm good.
I'm doing great.
Hey,
I'm doing great.
Thanks for having me. Y'all.
Yeah, it's good to have you here. Always great to have another person commentating, another person adding their input into the gameplay. So I do believe, though, that we did have an error on our part for the last bracket. If we head on over to the PlayStation bracket, I believe it was TDJ that's actually moving into the finals. We had it written as its show, but we did correct that. TDJ is moving on to the finals, and TDJ will play the winner of Husker and Blake. That game is currently going on. If we switch on over to the Xbox bracket, we can see that we have the games Mad Dog versus Life is Madden. The winner of that is Life is Madden. He has moved on already to the finals, and currently we are going to start watching I Run the Ball versus Nevman starting here in just a moment. And I Run the Ball is going to be the Bucks, and Nevman is going to be the Arizona Cardinals. So Life is Madden, what are you most excited for this upcoming game?
You talking to me?
Oh, I said
Yeah,
Life is
LMG.
Madden. Live Madden game. LMG. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. She's already thinking about the finals matchup.
LMG. What are you most excited for about this?
I'm most excited to see my boy Jalen get in there and you know what I'm saying, compete in this finals round. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have it in the bag though. I'm pretty sure my boy Jalen is gonna show up and show out for sure.
Okay.
That's TDJ, correct?
TDJ, yeah. That's
Awesome,
TDJ, yeah.
awesome. So he's over on the PlayStation side, already moved on to the finals. Well, hopefully he can move on to Orlando afterwards. It would be awesome. Are you going to be in Orlando?
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. Oh, that would be so much fun then. That would be awesome for sure. Awesome for sure. All right. So if we have the game up and ready, are we ready to move on? Okay. So, K-Mac, what about you? What are you most excited for?
I'm excited for this matchup. This is my matchup to look out for on the day. I Run the Ball, JB versus Nev right here. This is a good matchup. I know both of these guys are pretty active in a lot of the franchise modes that I play, and they're both really high quality players. Haven't made a ton of noise in the competitive scene, but honestly, they're young guys. Definitely see them in the future, and I think this is one of the best matchups we possibly have today.
Definitely. I've seen I Run the Ball. I've seen you and I Run the Ball actually play it quite a bit. I Run the Ball was the name that I actually noticed from both these brackets. Nevman, I do see his name. His name is definitely familiar for me, but I Run the Ball for sure. It's definitely someone that you have played quite a bit, not only on your YouTube. I believe that you've played him quite a bit on your stream. So you're definitely familiar with his gameplay. You're definitely familiar with how he plays, like the actual game. Do you think that he will run the ball, or is he going to pass quite a bit?
No, I think contrary to the name, he's definitely more of a passer. But LMG, I got to ask you, man, what mode are you playing most often? Are you a big regs guy?
Yeah, that's all I run.
Okay.
All I run is regs, yeah.
What's your team?
Really?
You mix it up or
Ravens?
Ravens, okay. Lamar Jackson then.
Yeah, I get busy with anybody, but for the most part, I'm getting real sticky with them Ravens for the most part.
Okay, what playbook are you running?
Running gun, and multiple D. Yeah, everybody knows that. Yeah, I'm real stock with it.
Right, okay. A lot of QB runs or what?
No, not really. A lot of bombs, a lot of one play touchdowns. Yeah, that's how I like to get it all in one. One swoop.
Right. Yeah.
Kick it on back.
For sure. I use that Ravens playbook a lot. They got the quarterback wrap, so many read options, stuff like that, which I don't really dive too much in. I kind of run that gun spread, but so many good quarterbacks there too.
Okay. I have to check that out.
I might need to take some notes from your playbook because, I run bunch offset. K-Mac has me in what he calls the training wheels offense. So, I need to practice. I need to get a little better on offense. But let's hop straight right here into the game. I think that we need to fix the names at the very bottom. Other than that, though, we do have the Arizona Cardinals versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like I said before, Nevman is the Arizona Cardinals, and I Run the Ball is going to be the Bucks.
Hey,
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be running this gun bunch right here. Obviously, the most popular offense in the game this year. Little bunch tight end as well, so it looks like he's in that Seattle playbook. And kind of some crazy uniforms here going on from the Bucks. They got the black tops with the red bottoms. I haven't seen this combo before. I'm not gonna lie, mixed with the Cardinals jerseys. It might be a little hard for an old guy like myself to keep track of this.
I mean, the red pants from both teams is just gonna throw me off. If I were to play this game, I would be complaining because having red and red, it's really, really hard watching these guys run all over the field.
Oh, he's got the
You know-
bomb up top, Andy
Oh,
Isabella.
good play.
I think that's what LMG was
play.
talking about, man. He's got the bombs. He hits him with the backside post.
Yeah,
Right there.
yeah. That was a good play. So, what is it? Is it Primos?
Primrose.
Primrose.
Yeah.
So you play Madden too?
I do. Yeah, K-Mac got me
What?
into Madden as soon as Madden 21 came out. And so I've been playing Madden for a little over a year now. It's really fun.
Okay.
I really enjoy it. I need to play the game more often. That is for sure.
Okay.
But my whole first year that I was playing, I did play regs. And then I moved on. This year, I started playing Mutt. I might need to hop back into some regs though and practice some stuff because I'm not the best on offense. Playing against some of these people who spend their entire credit card on Mutt, it's kind of hard. Coming out
Yeah.
against and you see some guy who has 90, 94, 94, 94, and I'm sitting here 88, 89, 90 on my
Yeah.
top three. It's kind of hard for sure, but yeah, Mutt is fun. Mutt's a lot of fun.
So, do you stream too? Are you on Twitch or Facebook?
I do, yes. Kyle and I, K-Mac and I, we both stream on Twitch.
On Twitch? Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope. I'm gonna have to check y'all out too.
Yeah, for sure.
Check y'all out.
Yeah, we both do YouTube, Twitch, the whole 9 yards with that.
So
How long you been streaming?
I've been streaming since January 2019.
2019. Oh,
Yeah.
that's dope.
Mhm.
That's dope.
yeah, it's been about 2 years for me. So pretty similar. What got you into Facebook? What made you choose Facebook for your streaming platform?
So to be honest, I tried all three at the same time. Because I got Streamlabs, so I was just like, I'm gonna just try to stream on all of them at the same time.
Okay.
And Facebook, I noticed it started growing faster than all the others, so I was just like, I'm just gonna focus on Facebook, And then I started just focusing just solely on Facebook, and then it started, take off. So
Yeah, I've
I made.
noticed. What was that?
Now I was gonna say I ended up making partner and everything, so I was like, well, and it happened pretty fast. So
Yeah, I've noticed that Facebook, it's a pretty niche area. I don't know
Mhm.
much about Facebook streaming or Facebook gaming just in general, but based on what I've seen, if you can find the right audience, your stream could grow quite a bit. You can get
Mhm.
quite a lot of viewers and quite a lot of followers from it, which is pretty cool. My thing is though, just moving all of your viewers onto another platform, having them follow you from one platform to another, whether it be from Twitch to YouTube or Facebook to YouTube. For me, that is always, the hardest thing. So
Right.
it's always what I try to look for with everything and what I try to push for in generle. So, but yeah, that's super cool that you made partner too. Congrats on that. I know Facebook
Yeah,
has
thanks.
Facebook is really, really good with their how much they pay people and everything. They have
Yeah.
really good splits on all of that and really good contracts in general.
Yeah, and they do a lot of, bonuses and stuff like that. And so let me ask you this, did y'all have a following before y'all started streaming, or did y'all just hop into streaming with no following on Instagram or anywhere else?
I just started streaming.
Yeah, I just started streaming as well. That's kind of where I grew that from, and then from there I went to YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, let me
big
see.
focus on the YouTube lately though.
Let me see. I want to actually go check y'all out on Twitch on my phone. What's your Twitch?
It's just the same as both of our names. If you guys are watching the stream right now, though, there was a great play from the Tampa Bay Bucks on offense. It's going to be 7-7 on the board right now with about 2 minutes left in the first quarter. First down right there for the Arizona Cardinals.
Good play. Let me see.
He took a hit right there with Kyler Murray, though. Could easily fumble that. And you guys can see here, the Cardinals are just going for bomb after bomb. He's running that bunch trail. The play he opened up early with, and right there, questionable pass to DeAndre Hopkins. Almost a pick, but he turns it upfield. But he's just going for bombs. Backside post every play. For the Bucs right now, you want to put all the safeties back as possible. Try to stop these deep plays and just make the Cardinals work underneath. So LMG, if you're playing a guy who, like, you told us that you go up top a lot, you go for the bomb plays, but if you're playing someone else like the Cardinals right here, who's just going deep cross or deep post every play, what's your defensive strategy to stop that?
I'm manning that up.
Yeah.
I'm manning it up. I don't really like to run zone plays because I feel like that just it leaves too many holes, too many gaps.
Right.
And if the quarterback has enough time, then, they'll eventually get open, But if you're in the man, you kind of make sure you have somebody at least close to the receiver, you know what I'm saying, at all times.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, if you're using the Ravens, you got all the corners in the world to make that happen. Probably I would assume Marlon Humphrey is probably your guy in that case.
Yep, him, Marcus Peters. And I wonder, can you play with like injured players in the tournament, or is it like
yeah, you can play with injured players.
Okay, cool. Because I usually put Dobbins in the game. I put all the Hurts in the game. But yeah, at least in man-to-man, like you can at least see what player is getting beat on defense, so you can adjust accordingly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this player he's getting beat. Let me put somebody else on him to, kind of slow down that.
Exactly.
I want to know when. Sorry, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say there were a couple guys open right there in the back corner of the end zone. He opts not to throw the ball, though. 2nd and 5 from the 9-yard line.
I want to know in the chat right now. It's 7-7 on the board. The Arizona Cardinals are at 2nd and 5 on the 9-yard line. Who do you guys think is going to win and move on to the finals?
I don't know. To be honest, you can never really count out the Buccaneers because they got Tom Brady, and you know how that can go.
Oh, wow. That was a great play right there.
That was a dot. So it really just depends. I feel like whoever makes the first mistake is probably going to lose the game.
Cardinals going for 2.
Wow.
I don't know if this is a sign of disrespect or if this is like, I can't stop you, you can't stop me. I'm going for 2.
That's a dot.
Oh, wow.
Dot. Hey.
Great play right there from the Cardinals.
He is throwing some contested passes right now, but with that gunslinger ability on Kyler Murray, man, he's able to fit it in there pretty easily, even though it looks close. 8-point lead. If you're the Bucs here, you have to consider trying to take out the entire rest of the second quarter scoring as the time expires. You get ball at a half, you'd be in a commanding position there, but it's easier said than done.
Yes. That was a great play. So what's y'all team? What are y'all go-to teams that y'all run with?
If I am playing regs, honestly, I'm probably going with the Packers. But my favorite team, like NFL team in general, is the Niners.
Okay, the Niners.
Yeah, my favorite. I'm a Pats fan in real life, but the Pats are they've never really been a great Madden team. So I mean, I'd probably go Cardinals. Cardinals would probably be my team. Okay. Kyler's he's too good. He's like Lamar Jackson with the wheels, and then he's got the gunslinger on top of it.
I never really played with the Cardinals like that. Like I played with them like early on when Madden first came out, just to check them out. Ooh,
Fumble. There's so many people on it.
Oh my God, there's so many people.
Wow. Wow. That one kind of saved them. It kind of saved them.
Yeah, the Bucs ended up actually picking up their own fumble. 2nd and 17 for the Bucs. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Bucs going for it deep. Ooh. I don't know if that was the right play. It looked like he might have had the guy underneath a little more open than the guy up top, but decided to throw it kind of deep. That brings up a 3rd and 17 for the Bucs.
Ooh, good dot. Good dot. Oh, he's short.
He is going to be short. From Godwin. On those 3rd and 17s, though, you don't necessarily need to get it all back at once. just make it a manageable 4th down. 4th and 1, you have the entire playbook. You could honestly run here if you wanted to. I feel like the Bucs are probably going to go to the pass game. That's exactly what they do, but they get screamed at. Collins off the edge. That is catastrophic for the Bucs. We're already down 8, and now the Cardinals have an opportunity here to make this the last drive before half, get points, and make it a 2-possession game.
Wow, that was a great defensive play. Who gets the ball at half? Do you know?
The Buccaneers get the ball, so still not out of it, but that definitely doesn't help, that turnover right there.
Definitely doesn't help.
And it looks like the Cardinals are kind of taking my advice here, the same thing that I would do. They're running the ball, they're chewing the clock. They're trying to make this the last possession before half.
Here we go.
2 minutes left in the second quarter. Great run right there from the Cardinals. Picking up a few more yards.
And the run is there. You know, obviously the Cardinals, they're looking to go up top. Early on, they were going nothing but bomb plays, trying to get over top of the coverages. But he's running the ball with Edmonds, with James Conner right now, and the blocking is actually incredible. Bunch tight end, inside zone, one of the better shotgun runs in the game. And right here, Chase Edmonds putting on some moves up to the 28.
Brings up a second and inches. 45-ish seconds left on the clock on the 28-yard line. Cardinals are already in field goal range right now, just trying to get any possible yards they can, trying to get that touchdown.
Here we go. This is a big possession right here.
Now, K-Mac, if you were on offense and you were right here.
He almost had it. That was a
gosh.
crazy play. That's that escape artist that we were talking about. He just only a 2-man rush from the Bucs. He got some type of pressure, but he's able to avoid 2 or 3 pass rushers, weaving in between his offensive linemen. And honestly, I think he had the touchdown in the corner of the end zone. He didn't want to take the risk, though. He'll go ahead, just take his guaranteed yards, and try to drop a die here. He's going double wheel. Oh my goodness. What a play. Oh, that could have been a fumble, though. You have to be careful if you're the Cardinals. You have to be careful. He's taking quite a few hits already with Kyler.
Yes. Oh, man.
All right, live Madden Gaming. If this is you, you are in this position. 1st and goal on the 1-yard line. Do you pass or do you run?
I'm passing.
You're passing the ball. What's your go-to pass play?
I was gonna do a flat to the running back because I was gonna assume they was gonna come down the middle, which he did. So I'm hitting him on the flat. I'm hitting the running back on the flat route. And if that wasn't there, at least you got the ability to run with your quarterback, or you can throw it out of bounds. And you know what I'm saying, have another shot at it. Like I would have just, try to, maybe a 3-second play right there. So I would have had another play at it,
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I feel like that was a conservative field goal right there. If you're going to weave in between all those players with Kyler Murray, sell out for the touchdown and not slide, take the hit. I don't really understand running the ball right there and then just kicking with 5 seconds left. Even with 5 seconds, that's more than enough for a quick throw. I probably would have taken at least another shot. But like you said, I probably would have passed on 1st down and given myself at least 2 shots at the end zone.
Yup, definitely. But you know what? I'm thinking that he was probably thinking his opponent was in a zone, trying to cover the pass. And the zone plays really they don't really stop the run because everyone's backing up. So that would have been an easy run in if he was in a zone, but he was coming with the blitz, so he backed that up easy.
Yeah, I agree. That might have factored into his decision as well. As Fournette, he has one guy to get by. He actually gets by him.
Hold up!
Oh my God!
Stop.
Fournette doesn't quite have the wheels, but that was a great try there before half.
Great. Let's see who get. Y'all say the Cardinals get the ball at half?
Yeah, Bucs get the ball at half.
Bucs get the ball.
Oh, that would have been a game changer if he would have scored on that and got the ball back.
So if you're the Bucs here live and you're down 11, what is your game plan strategy in the second half? How do you battle back from a deficit like this?
I'm definitely trying to score either a field goal or a touchdown. Oh, good.
Oh, wow.
This guy's stick work is pretty good. He's showing it
Yeah.
off
I need
right
to
now.
take notes from him about stick work. I need to take notes from TDJ about offense, rolling out with your quarterback. I'm just sitting here trying to learn, honestly.
So this is
Oh,
Xbox anyway. Oh,
I thought that was a pick. I thought that was
me
a
too.
pick.
Oh man, Miller has wheels on him. Miller is super fast. There we go. Oh, good run.
Yeah, that's
Good
an
run.
interesting personnel decision there. Opting not to use Antonio Brown and use Scotty Miller instead, which makes sense Madden wise, right? He's got the 94 speed, which Antonio Brown doesn't quite have.
Ooh, that's a nice spin.
And the Jurtle,
Ooh.
too.
Oh, yeah, they're getting sticky out there. I like it. There we go. So are these two players, are they streamers or are they just where they come from? Oh, good run.
Nice run.
Where they
So
come from?
the people that we're watching right now are people who have signed up for the tournament. So they've already played their bracket all the way up until this is the semifinals game. So they can go ahead. If anyone is interested in playing, you guys can go ahead and sign up over at jumpoff.gg. That is the website for the tournament. I believe the brackets, excuse me, I believe the brackets are also listed on there as well. They might be. But there's going to be 4 total weekends, including this weekend. So there is 3 more weekends for people to sign up and play. And each of those tournaments, or each of those weekends, all of the games are going to be broadcasted. The semifinals and finals games will be broadcasted. So next weekend, up until I think it's December. What's the last date for? Let's see. I think it's December 18th is the last day for the qualifier tournament.
And that's going to be the fourth one, right?
Yes, December 18th is the 4th one. And then from there,
Got on
the
top.
winner.
Oh,
Rondale
good
Moore. He's going. We saw it early on. Cardinals just going for the bomb after bomb after bomb, and he finally gets him again here with the PA boot over. What a dot.
That was. Wow.
It's a great dot over top.
Yeah, that just changed everything because now he has to get quick scores. He can't sit back there and try to walk it down. He has to get quick ones now.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a dagger mentally, I feel like, for the Buccaneers. They're down 11.5. They come out here in the second half and they put together a great drive. Really balanced, some dots. They ran the ball with Fournette. They're able to get in the end zone, make it a one possession game again, and then just first play, Cardinals go up top. Rondale Moore taking the top off, and that's tough. It's tough mentally.
It is. Yeah. Oh man. He don't want to go to the half. I'm the fourth quarter down 2 touchdowns, 2 scores. Oh, that's a dot.
Scotty Miller. Yeah, why use Antonio Brown if Scotty Miller is going to make catches like that, right? Like, he's not even really a guy known for his catching ability, more so known for his speed, but he makes a really tough catch right there. 2 defenders in the area, and the run game is absolutely torching the Cardinals right now. The Cardinals are lucky they're up 2 possessions. If the roles were reversed right now, he would be having a really tough time on defense because the run game is going
good run.
crazy.
Good run.
This guy's stick work is something else.
Appreciate you coming through, grabbing that supportive badge, Tavon. Appreciate you. Let's get some LMG stickers in the chat, y'all. Thank you, bro, for your support.
That's been the best run defense all day so far. I believe that said, 13 rushes for almost 170 for Fournette. You don't typically see that a lot. This is more of a passing Madden, I feel like, this year, but the run game is going crazy.
Oh, good run. Yeah, it'll work out really good for him if he can score before the fourth quarter. If he can score before the fourth quarter, it'd be.
Oh, he had the hole.
Uh-oh.
He had it, but he hesitated for a second before going back to it, and I think that might cost him 7 right here.
It slowed him down. Get in there.
So I told you guys I thought I run the ball, I would pass more, but as we can see here, maybe the gamer tag is suiting.
Oh, Oh, is that
He's
touchdown?
holding up
was
to
close.
his name. It's going to be on the 1 yard line. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Oh, run the ball. That is his name. Huh?
Yes, I run the ball.
I'm not really a huge
Really?
fan of the goal line formation and offense this year. I feel like it's pretty easy to blow up, and right there,
It
that's
is.
exactly what happens.
Now it's 4th down. Now it's 4th down.
Listen, you could take your 3 here and make it an 8-point game, but I feel like with how much you've struggled on defense, I feel like this is a
Right.
no-brainer. I think you got to go for this.
Right.
He's got the hitch
He has to get
open,
it. Oh,
dots.
good play. Good play.
Oh, Jay Howard in the end
Good
zone.
play.
That was a great play.
Good play. He needed that right there. That whole drive needed to go exactly how it did.
Exactly. And like you said, he was able to score before the 4, so time not a huge factor here. Now, getting to stop is a whole other animal, right? It's going to be incredibly challenging. He's just going up top with the deep bomb. So I would say maybe put all your safeties back there and maybe man up those deep posts, the guys you know are going to be trying to get over top of the coverage. Take away the bomb on 1st and 2nd down. Make him work underneath on 3rd and 4th down.
Right.
We'll see if the Bucs can do that, though. It's easier said than done.
It is.
And
Definitely easier said than done for sure.
And every time the Cardinals have gone to this formation, they've ran this exact play. PA counter go, Hopkins.
Oh, that's a dot. Did he get that?
It's too easy.
Oh, man. Yeah, he's killing them with those little sideline, those corner routes.
Yep.
Killing them.
I think he's got to do a better job right here. Now that you've that's not a bad thing to give up, though, if you're the Bucs, honestly. You can afford to give up 3. And with a shorter field, you don't have to worry so much about the bomb. Now you can worry about the run. Now you can worry about the underneath stuff. And
wait a minute, he didn't go for the 2?
He did not go for the 2.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, if he didn't go for the 2, I mean, he's only down 4, getting a stop on defense and then going for the touchdown, with the entire 4th quarter.
The defense.
Oh, wow. With the entire 4th quarter, you definitely have time, especially bringing up a 3rd and 11 right now.
Yeah, but so I'm thinking even if he didn't get the 2-point conversion, he was going to have to score a touchdown to win the game anyways. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. But now that he didn't go for the 2,
disengage.
now he has to score.
And under pressure.
Oh my God. Post route. He's been killing them.
He's been killing with the post routes. I thought that was good defense too. He sent the little 5-man blitz, and the guy instantly came off the edge. I believe that was Levante David, who's not the fastest. Maybe if that was Devin White, he gets there in time. Tyler making a great throw under pressure. Still not out of it. Bucs do have a chance. They've been playing really well on offense. Still with all 3 timeouts in 4 minutes. They have to score before the 2-minute warning, in my opinion, though.
He threw a dot off his back foot too.
I know. Typically, when you see that animation, you see kind of an errant pass, but Tyler Perry, just too good.
All right, so question for both of you guys. What would you guys do if you guys are the Bucs right here on offense? Would you guys go and score a touchdown and then go for 2? Or would you guys score a touchdown, kick the extra point, and then go for another touchdown? What's your game mode, or what's your gameplay here?
Get the ball downfield, get it out of bounds. Don't get tackled in bounds, and go for the touchdown and go for 2. That's the game plan. I don't know why he's running the ball right now.
Yeah.
Shooting himself in the foot.
The run game has been working, but I think running the ball is kind of out the window right now, right? You can, if you're able to score here and then get a stop, then you can consider running the ball even under 2 minutes. But I feel like right here, you have to go up top. You need a big play. And there it is, Chris Godwin.
That has to get out. He got to stop the bleeding.
Definitely a big play right there. Going up to the 42-yard line. Nice run up the center. Can he get the first? I think he might have gotten it. Nope, 2nd and inches.
I mean, oh, man. Come on now.
Oh, the spin move back up.
Good play. go out of bounds.
I thought about that too. I think the spin worked out in his favor though, because he's able to pick up an extra 10 or 15. But yeah, he definitely had an
To
option
me,
there.
it's
Like a
the
little pick.
runoff. Like it's
Yeah.
still running off 10 seconds every single time.
Oh, that's not
You know?
that's not a good play.
Look, now
That
it's
is a
gonna run
bad
another
play.
10 seconds off. Every time it's running off.
I would have just thrown that ball away. It's not even worth it for the yard. You gotta take a shot right here. You have to take a shot.
to.
Mike Evans on a corner route. Let's see it.
Like you said, scoring before the 2-minute warning is probably in his best interest.
That's a dot.
Oh,
Scotty
good
Miller.
dot.
And he
Good
scores
dot.
before the 2.
Great pass. Great pass. And now that 2-minute warning is gonna be like a timeout, extra timeout for him. So if he would have had more time on the clock, it would have definitely worked out a lot better for him. Right now, it's kind of like a waste of timeout, you know, because that 3 seconds is probably gonna run off during the kickoff.
Yeah, yeah. So honestly, I would probably kick out of bounds. I'd probably kick out of bounds.
You got to get this.
Got it.
Oh, there it is.
Got it.
There it is. Good play.
There we go.
He makes it a 3-point
Good play.
game. And like I said, I think the smart decision is to kick out of bounds right here. Save the 2-minute warning as one of your timeouts. And you condense the field as well. You don't give up a bomb play, but he's going to disagree with me. If you're the Cardinals, you take it out right here. You try to waste the 3 seconds.
There it is.
Yep, there it is. Why you kick out of bounds in that situation?
Or onside. I would probably would have tried him on the onside.
Onside could work too. The thing is, I don't know if an onside could take 3 seconds. There is a possibility. There's a possibility that it could, but that's also an option. A little bit riskier, but
yeah, maybe 1 to 2 seconds. But then again, you might have got the ball back. You know.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
Here we go. He needs a pick.
Ooh,
This guy is still throwing the ball.
that was good defense. He had the hard
it's still a
flat.
chance. He's still taking chances downfield. So let's see.
Problem is DeAndre Hopkins he's got his X
coming back
factor
for this.
activated. He's rushing off the edge and he
Oh.
avoids him with Kyler.
Oh,
and he dies. He fumbles.
A fumble.
Oh my god.
Wow. That
Wow.
could not have worked any better for the Bucks right now.
He tried to slide and he ends up diving.
Oh, my
Oh, wow.
God. I know he is
That was
screaming
a
right now.
huge mistake from the Cardinals.
I would be
Huge
screaming
mistake.
if I didn't lose my voice. That was crazy.
That was the most terrible animation that could have happened to him right there.
And like I said, now you can run the ball and now you can go back to your original game plan. Although
You
he has
can.
2 clock activated. I don't know if he knows that. He has 2 clock on and he's going to get blown up in the backfield.
Oh,
Poor clock management from the Bucks right there. And now it brings up a 3rd and long.
he has to make sure he's at least close enough on this, gets at least close enough to get the field goal, even if he doesn't get the first down. He needs at least 5 yards on this play.
Looks like a blitz here. He's coming off the edge. Oh my goodness.
Good play.
Oh my god.
She breaks the tackle.
No
Wow.
way.
Oh my God. Did y'all just see that?
Oh, wow.
That was a crazy turn of events.
Kind of a guess pass. The user was right there. He just had him going the other way. He said, you know what? I'm getting screamed at. I'm pressing it. I do not care. And
To
Godwin.
be honest, the Bucks their blocking is way too good, so the blitz is automatically not going to work as good against the Bucks. I think he should have just manned up on that play or just zoned him out. But blitzing is, come on, they're going to pick that up and give him at least an extra second to get the ball off.
Yeah, that offensive line is really good with Werf, Smartbit, and Jensen as well. But he actually did get the blitz free. It came in. His user was in the right area. I just don't think he expected the pass that quickly. Tom Brady gets the ball out so quick. Honestly, if he was holding the ball hawk button, I think it's a pick. I just don't think he expected it.
Yeah. Wow. That was a great play. Oh.
Keeps him in the pocket. Oh, he could have taken off.
Yeah, I think he got nervous. He that fumble is still messing with him mentally right now. He probably wished he just threw the ball out the last play
Oh,
where he
absolutely.
fumbled.
All right,
And the-
LMG, you have
Mhm.
57 seconds left on the clock. What's your go-to play right here?
Oh, I think the one that he's doing right now, that PA boot over. It seems like he was having a hard time stopping the PA boot over with that post on the corner by the sideline. So I'm going back to that. He's still playing the inside linebacker, so it would still be there.
And DeAndre Hopkins is glowing orange. He's 1-on-1 down the field, but he has the post as well.
Oh, it's overthrown.
That was off his back foot again. The last time he threw a dot off his back foot, but that time it just wasn't there.
I think the big difference in the game right now is the Bucs are opting to blitz 5 instead of the 3 or 4 they were setting early in the game. It's getting more pressure. It's keeping Kyler Murray in the pocket, and it's paying off for him. 4th and 4. You have the entire playbook here. You can go deep once again and hope your opponent tries to play the sticks, but another 5-man blitz here.
Uh-oh.
He's got the slants.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Isabella not
Oh.
able to get out of bounds. He's going to use his second timeout, but a great play on 4th down. This game is insane.
You see that PA boot. He realized, he's like,
Oh.
this guy can't stop that. He went to that PA boot. He's having a hard time with that.
Blitz comes off the edge.
Oh,
Kyler Murray.
Take off. Oh
Oh my God.
it's a dot,
Oh,
right?
what? He pressed the wrong button.
person.
Oh my God.
Touchdown. What is he doing?
What's he doing? Oh my God.
What are you? You know what? I don't know. I don't think I agree with that. You have one timeout, bro, and you had a chance to score with 24 seconds left to take the lead. I'm going for it. Oh my God. If he doesn't get it right here, he's gonna be feeling crazy.
That was absolutely insane. I don't know how Kyler didn't get sacked. I think he tried to throw to the guy, he playmaker right at the sideline. He pressed the wrong button.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
You know what?
Like K-Max said, I've made that mistake before. You have to score right there, right?
Look, he's going to the flat, the running back in the flat. You remember I told y'all this was a play I would have probably called in this. Oh, but they bagged it. They was on it. Now you can run up the quarterback. Exactly.
Kyler,
Get
he's
there.
in.
Good play.
And it pays off.
That's exactly the play. I would have did something exactly like that.
Wow.
Exactly like that. If the flat wasn't there, take the ball with the quarterback. If that's not there, just throw it out. Don't force it, though. Too close. Good play.
It was
Good
one of the
play.
craziest games I've ever seen. And honestly, it's not over. 11 seconds. This is enough time for one deep
Right.
pass to get in field goal range. You just have to get out of bounds.
Right.
Definitely getting out of bounds is the key here. You have to stop the clock, especially with no timeouts left for the Bucs. I think that's the game plan right now.
Yeah, I think he should just did a fair catch on it right there. That's 4 seconds. What, 4 or 5 seconds you could have used.
I agree.
That's an extra play, maybe even 2.
I think 11 seconds is the perfect amount of time to throw a deep crosser, deep corner, get in field goal range, get out of bounds. 7 seconds, though,
Right.
you might not even get your full route there in 7 seconds.
Right. Now you probably got 1, maybe 2 plays instead of 3. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's the
Good
same.
Oh
defense.
no, and he
That
doesn't
is
have any
game
time left on the
Game.
clock.
Oh my God, that was a crazy ending. That was definitely a crazy ending right there. That was the semifinal round, or was that the final round?
That was the Xbox semifinals. It was Nevman versus I Run the Ball. And it looks like Nevman is going to be moving on to the finals. And he's going to be versing
That's
Life is
lit.
Madden in the Xbox finals. That was a crazy
was
game,
lit.
guys.
It was. GG's, y'all. GG's in the chat. GG's in the chat.
That was crazy.
That.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. If we look at this, highlight right here from the very, very first quarter of the entire game, the Cardinals throw right over top to start off the game was insane.
Wow. Look at there. Look at there. God.
It was deep play after deep play, especially in the first quarter to start off the game. It was a pretty close game the entire time. It was definitely very intense all these highlights are, especially this fumble.
Right. When I'm not even gonna lie, when he got when he lost the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it was over. I thought it was over, but
absolutely.
he regained his composure and he locked in to get the win.
That was one of the best games I've seen in a long time. So many just absolutely crazy plays. The almost pick on fourth down, then Godwin breaks the tackle. And then that was just insane. And then the play where he just evaded the two defensive linemen in the backfield. He rolls around. I thought he was going to hit his receiver down the sideline, which I think he just got the buttons confused when he moved that far back in the pocket. Those receiver icons disappear. I think he pressed the wrong button, and it just ended up in the end zone. There was a defender in the area, but he boxes him out and makes the catch. And he opts out to score. LMG, you've already briefly discussed it, but how do you feel about that?
You know what? I would have just took the touchdown. I wouldn't have took any chances on that because, he ended up putting himself in a crazy predicament. Like, he had to go for it, and it was like, bro, if you don't get it, you're going to lose the game,
Right, absolutely.
Look at that bracket, though, really fast. We could see how far Nevin has come to make it to the finals. Little more highlights over here from the fourth quarter, which this was absolutely insane. We came back thinking that I Run the Ball was going to win. And then, with a few seconds left, the Cardinals, just came back.
Yeah, that fumble at the end, I thought was going to be the basically stick a fork him in after that. Oh, this play was crazy.
Yeah, see, right, this is what I was talking about. I'm pretty sure he pressed the wrong button. The guy on the sideline was wide open.
That play was crazy.
Almost a pick right there as well. That's an accurate pass. That is a pick, and then Kyler Murray just does it himself.
Yeah,
that was an absolutely insane game. It's probably one of the best games. I mean, out of the two games we've seen so far, I would like to say that was the best game that we watched so far. Yeah. So many insane highlights through the entire game. It was awesome.
A great turnout. Great turnout.
Definitely.
Yes. When are we going to do the finals for the PlayStation? Are we ready for that, or are we
finals for the PlayStation? I believe what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the brackets really fast for both of those. And then we're going to go on and take a little short break and then move on to the finals after that. But here is the PlayStation bracket right now. You can see we have Husker versus TDJ in the finals. Winner of that one will move on to Orlando and go to the grand finals. And if we move on over to the Xbox bracket, which we just watched the semifinals game from the Xbox bracket, we can see we have Life is Madden versus Nevin in the finals. We just watched the game I Run the Ball versus Nevin, and Nevin moved on. We'll see who the winner of that one is, and whoever that one is will move on to the grand finals in Orlando.
Yes, I'm excited. I know Jalen is going to come with it. Life is Madden. I know he is definitely gonna come with it. Who was in the finals for the PlayStation again?
The finals for the PlayStation.
I know it's TDJ. Well, who's playing against TDJ?
Yeah, that one it's Husker versus TDJ.
Oh man, yes, I'm going for Jalen, man. He's been down with me since day one, since I first started streaming. Yeah, I'm definitely rooting for Jalen. I actually threw like four or five tournaments, and he won like 3 of them. He won like 3 of them for like $250, $300. Like, yeah, he always win my tournament. So he was the first person I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna pay for you to get into this tournament. You're definitely playing in here. You got to represent for LMG.
Well, that's awesome. That's so good to hear. Well, LMG, thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast. Where can we find you?
Live Madden Gaming on Facebook. Yep. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Live Madden Gaming all across the board.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Let's go to a quick break and we'll be back with the finals.
All right.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Jump Off Madden 22 online qualifier. We're joined here with Potsy. He is going to be helping us commentate game 3. What are you up, or how are you, Potsy? Like, what are you excited for about this?
Been killing it. And then I also want to thank everyone that's in chat, everybody that's watching throughout all the different streams that people are streaming with. And you know what? I'm excited to see another great game. I mean, this has just been unbelievable.
Definitely has. You know, our last 2 games that we watched have been so much fun and definitely so entertaining. I'm definitely looking forward to the next game. We're going to be watching the finals of the PlayStation side of the bracket. So if we head on over to the brackets, you guys will be able to see the Xbox One right here. We're going to have the finalist for the Xbox side. It is going to be Life is Madden versus Them Men. They're going to play simultaneously at the same time as we watch the PlayStation side of the tournament, which is going to be Husker versus TDJ. So that's going to be definitely a great game that we're going to have ahead of us. Unlike the game that TDJ played beforehand, we're going to have both teams be the Cardinals this time. So definitely a pretty fair, pretty even matchup. What are you most excited for, K-Mac?
This is gonna be a good game. You know, Husker is a good player. I've seen this guy play before, and I know Live Madden Gaming is boys with Jay, so he's pulling for him. But I think he has a really tough test in the finals here. If it's half as good as the first 2 games we watched, we should be in for a treat.
Definitely going to be a great game ahead of us. If you guys are in the chat right now, you guys are just now joining us, welcome here. First of all, we are broadcasting the finals of the Jump Off Madden 22 online qualifier. In this tournament, there are 4 qualifying weekends. Each weekend, you can play Xbox or PlayStation. At the very end of the finals, whoever wins from those 2 tournaments or those 2 sides of the bracket for that weekend get flown out to play in the grand finals in Orlando on January 29th. It's going to be awesome. It's definitely super fun. If you guys are interested in playing at all, make sure to check out jumpoff.gg. That is their website. You can go over there. You can go sign up and play in the tournament. Week 2 is next Saturday. It will be broadcasted as well as week 3 and week 4. So make sure you guys go ahead and sign up, and you guys can play in the tournaments. I think Potsy, correct me if I'm wrong, you can play multiple times, right? If you lose one weekend, can you play in the next weekend?
Yeah, exactly. So like that last, I mean, they've both been thrillers that we've seen. But if you have a chance, you can buy back in for a lower price. So if you've already played in one tournament, you can come back and get your revenge. And now we're going right into this game with TD and Husker.
Definitely an awesome opportunity for those of you guys that do want to play, or those of you guys that felt like you got a little cheated, you know, in your semifinals or in your quarterfinals games. So you guys want to go ahead and go sign up, make sure you guys go ahead and do so. You guys can play in the tournament. Let's hop straight into this game. Like I said before, we have the Cardinals versus the Cardinals. We have Husker versus TDJ. K-Mac, what are you looking for in this game?
So it looks like Huskers here is going to come out in an interesting formation. It looks like some sort of single back, a double south, maybe north right here. Kyler Murray under center. We typically see Kyler Murray in the gun bunch or the bunch tight end. He's under center here, and he's starting off hot. Rondale Moore, who we saw a ton of last game, with a 37-yard catch.
The Cardinals are just a favorite team, huh, in the Madden community. It's just they're just too many stacked weapons. Is that what I'm seeing?
Oh, absolutely. So it's oh my goodness, how is that not an interception right there, right off the hands, uncontested? But yeah, the Cardinals are easily the most dominant team in Madden 22 regs. Kyler Murray, that escape artist, and gunslinger. Only 2 other quarterbacks get that combination: Russell Wilson and Josh Allen. It just so happens that the Cardinals are a bit more balanced on both sides of the ball. They include Baker, Isaiah Simmons on defense. On offense, the receivers are great as well. They have tons of speed with Isabella, Rondale Moore, and then, of course, DeAndre Hopkins.
Exactly. What's up, Rob? I see you in the chat. Hope you're doing good, man.
Great that we have game sound on this one too. You guys can actually hear some of the crowd.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Yeah, it's going to be the first matchup we actually watch here, though, where both players are using at the same team. No player is going to have an advantage as far as personnel goes over the other. It's really just going to come down to skill here, maybe a little bit of luck, but he goes to the pump fake right there. 2-man rush, and there goes Kyler Murray. Ooh, if he waited a second, he might have had DeAndre Hopkins break a touchdown, but takes his guaranteed 12-yard rush.
As K-Max said too, they are playing the same team. I think it's pretty common to see that actually in regs tournaments. So I'm surprised that this is the first game that we've seen where they are both the exact same team. But I do believe that, if they choose one team, they have to stick with it through the entire tournament. The guy who was the Jaguars, if he did end up wanting to change his team, he's going to be stuck with it throughout the whole weekend at least.
Here it is, good coverage once again. Back-to-back sacks for Peters. I don't really know who Peters is, but he is a big boy, and he is coming up huge right now on defense. Back-to-back sacks, great coverage behind. Those are really just coverage sacks right there. 3rd and 25. It's a tough position to be in an offense. Got the crosser. Ooh, tough catch. He ends up dropping it. This is a no-brainer right here. You're going to go ahead and just kick your 3.
Like Primrose said, you guys, this is the title. This is a chance to go to Orlando and play with celebrities, with content creators. Sign up for next week. You have an opportunity to do the same exact thing, be in the same position as these guys right now, and have a trip of your lifetime.
Yeah, and I love the format for the grand finals in Orlando. It's going to be a bit of a team game, right? You're paired with 2 other people, a celebrity and a content creator, so you have to work together and to try to win the grand prize. So I really love that aspect. I think it really just kind of brings together the community. A lot of different people can get involved. You get an opportunity to go down there, get a free trip, play for some money, and then obviously just meet a ton of other great people in the community.
Exactly. So the winner of this, they get the chance. We're going to have a draft, which I think is going to be one of the coolest aspects of this whole thing. So as the winner of your online qualifier, you get to head to Orlando, you get a free flight, you get a free stay. And then when you get a draft, you get to draft 1 content creator and then 1 celebrity athlete. That could be an NBA player, it could be an ex-NFL player. I mean, we haven't even announced all the influencers/athletes yet. So there's going to be some cool names in there. And then it just brings that whole team aspect together where you're almost managing your own little squad.
Yeah, I think that is so cool. Plus, it also kind of brings a level of, it's more of like a fair playing field too. Because, you can play people and who knows, these, NFL players or these NBA players could be pro Madden players and you never even know. You'd never even guess it. So it's definitely a really, really cool format that you guys have for this whole tournament.
The crosser wide open.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't mean to cut you
go
off
ahead.
there. No, but like most of the Madden people that I've talked to, like obviously like LMG and just going around on these streams, so, promoting our tournament. Not many of the content creators have like even seen anything like this, and I think that's something that makes us unique in this Madden, community.
I think it's also good too that this is going to be actually probably the first Madden event that is in person since the start of COVID. The last one that we had in person was DreamHack in February of 2020. So that one, it's been quite a while since we've had, an event of this size in person. So it's going to be a lot of fun for sure. I'm hoping for a great turnout.
Yeah, it's a big drive right here. Obviously, you played pretty good defense. Holding your opponent to 3 is considered great defense in Madden 22. If you're able to turn around, capitalize on that, score 7, you put yourself in a great position to move on. Great coverage here, though. A lot of man coverage here on defense, forcing the throwaway. 2nd and 10.
K-Max, so when you're playing Madden, what are you playing regs? Are you playing MUT? Are you playing what are you playing?
I like to bounce a lot between the different modes. Most pro players are just all MUT. When I stream, it's pretty much exclusively MUT, but my YouTube channel is almost all franchise, which is similar to regs in a sense, but you just get that team building aspect with it. So, I also play in some regs tournaments as well. So I definitely bounce a lot between the different modes. I'm actually doing a stream in the next 2 weeks too for the yard. So yard,
Nice.
not a mode a lot of people play, but I'm super excited to go ahead and get in on that as well. But
What,
Regs is fun.
what's the overall record between you two? I know you guys have had to have played.
I'll let Rose answer that. I know what she's gonna say. Though. I know what she's gonna say.
I'm like 7-0 on K-Mac, but only when he's drunk.
Well,
Oh, when he's drunk. Okay, that makes sense.
all right. Well, now the way you phrase that makes me seem like an alcoholic. I did a 24-hour celebratory drinking stream once. She used the Niners and I used the Jaguars, and she ran like 350 yards on me with 97 speed moster, and then hasn't stopped talking about ever since a year ago.
Listen, K-Mac hasn't beat me once. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. That's the only time we're ever gonna play. Other than that, he's taught me everything I know. So he would 100% know how to stop me. He would know exactly what I'm gonna come out in every single time. So it's, not even fair.
Exactly.
What about you though? What is your go-to game mode in Madden?
I same as like what you're talking about. I mean, me and Terrence got heavy into MUT, and then we also did like a franchise with our friends where you draft teams and you continue to play seasons together, online franchise. But yeah, most of the time we just go head-to-head reg. So it's a little mix-up of all of them.
Oh, that's awesome. That sounds like fun.
But I'm not that great. I actually played LMG the other day and I got absolutely whooped. So I got shown real quick what the deal is.
Wow. Well, I mean, I'm sure you'd beat me. I'm not the greatest, and I need to play more often for sure. I'm actually taking tips. I need to contact I Run the Ball and tell him how to ask him to help me get better run stick. And then TDJ too. I need to have him help me on offense.
Rondell Moore, man, he looks like he's just a target everywhere.
I know. I don't know where this really came from. I know he's good, but honestly, I would consider him a third option behind Hopkins and even Isabella. Isabella obviously doesn't play much in real life, but he's got 95 speed in Madden, so he's kind of like the go-to guy for those deep plays. But I mean, Rondell Moore, kind of similar in that sense.
Exactly. Also, like you mentioned, Rose, so with this being one of the first events back post-COVID, this is also the first event that Full Sail is doing at their esports where they're allowing fans. So this is something that is going to be a big deal, locally for them. And it's just going to make the atmosphere even bigger and better.
Yeah, that'll be awesome for sure. And I've seen pictures. If you guys haven't checked out Full Sail's whole, esports arena, you guys can go over. I believe that the photos are on the Jump Off GG website. And it looks so cool. It is definitely a legit arena. It's going to be so much fun playing and just being there in general.
That was almost an interception right there. It easily could have been. I thought it was a dot originally. Ball just got floated a bit there from Kyler Murray and easily could have been a tipped interception. 3rd and 21. Not something you see a lot here. A defensive battle between two of the best offensive teams in the game. Well, obviously, they're both the Cardinals, who are widely considered the best offensive team in the game. The Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins. This has been all defense so far. And once again, back-to-back could be interceptions.
It's definitely a great game so far, especially with 3 on the board for both teams, and we're getting a punt right now from Husker. I think it's gonna be a pretty close game and probably gonna come down to the 4th quarter.
It's definitely looking that way early, but going back to what we were talking about with the tournament, they had the Madden Classic. They held that in Texas a couple years ago. It was a massive turnout, hundreds and hundreds of people. So good. Seeing everyone, you saw all your favorite YouTubers there, all your favorite Twitch streamers. You saw guys from EA, top pro players in the world, Skimbos, Dreenies, all those guys. We're gonna get to see that again soon. I'm so excited. Just really get to get back in person, meet some new people, make some new connections with a lot of different content creators, competitive players, and things like that.
So Potsy, what made you guys decide on doing a Madden tournament? Out of all games that you could have chosen, why Madden?
It actually just kind of presented itself first. And, speaking with EA, they were very gracious. And, we came to them with the idea and they were just all on board right away. So it was obviously you'd think with an NBA player in like our basketball past, both of us, that we go 2K right away, and that's the thing about jump off. It's not just Madden. It's going to be multiple events. So if you're not a Madden player, you're not playing, then follow us to stay on course to see what we have in the future. But Madden just presented itself first, and it just seemed like a great opportunity.
That was a dot there from Husker. He ran the S post out of bunch. It cooked the cover zero. Cover zero. If we've learned anything from watching these games today, cover zero is just not the defense. These receivers are too fast. They beat the press every single time. He takes a 7-point lead, but Jay's not out of it here. He's only down 7. He has an opportunity to make this the last possession before half, get some type of points on the board, make it a closer game.
Definitely a great touchdown right there, especially before half and especially before a 2-minute warning. It does stop the clock, kind of like an automatic timeout.
Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Great coverage, but Kyler Murray, that's what he can do for you. Tom Brady can't do that in this game, but Kyler Murray absolutely can. That's why I liked the last game we watched. I like the Buccaneers strategy. He knows that Tom Brady can't do the things that Kyler does. So he incorporated the run game a lot more. You don't see really any runs from these guys using the Cardinals. But in a sense, they do run the ball, but we're just taking off Kyler Murray.
Okay, Mac, when you're on defense, who are you controlling as a user?
I would say 95% of the time, I'll go ahead and just use my middle linebacker. I always sub into safety at linebacker. They just animate a lot better. They're more physical than linebackers, a lot quicker as well.
Ooh.
But sometimes I will mix it up. Another sack there. Peters is going insane this game. 3 sacks. I believe he's only like 70 rated as well, but he's been the biggest X factor in the game so far. But it can definitely make a lot of sense to switch it up, especially if you want to catch your opponent off guard. Sometimes you can lurk on the slot corner, maybe one of your safeties as well. I think just for a rule of thumb, though, using your middle linebacker is probably the safest option and most effective.
Just because you can get baited into things as a safety, and then you're over the top, and you're
right, exactly.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I think most pro players, they use those zone drops and their coaching adjustments. They dedicate all their CPUs to stopping the sideline passes, and then they just kind of like lurk the middle themselves. They're responsible for anything going on. This pass right there on 4th and 1 on the zig. It's a tough catch for Christian Kirk. He doesn't have the greatest catch in traffic. Easily could have been a drop, but he needed that one badly. And then another dive. Rondale Moore once again.
What about NFL? Who's your team in the NFL then?
Oh, I'm a Pats fan. I'm a big Pats guy. What about
Pats. I hate to say it, but the Seahawks.
Seahawks?
No, I'm a Niners fan.
There's a little circle. Right, a little circle of hate there. Obviously the Pats and the Seahawks in the Super Bowl, which I hate to relive, and then obviously the Niners every year.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up in Seattle, or was born in Seattle and grew up in the Northwest, so Seahawks were always, my team.
That's awesome.
They're having a tough season so far.
Man.
A lot of it they can't really control. Obviously Russ was out for a couple weeks. Geno Smith had to step in, but just playing such a tough division, it's just so difficult. They really have 2 Super Bowl contenders in there, and then honestly the Niners are a playoff contender as well, depending on their outcome with the Vikings this Sunday.
Yeah, it's been tough for the Seahawks. It's super frustrating because you have some of the best weapons in the NFL at receiver, and then you have, obviously Russ, who's a Hall of Famer, no doubt. But it's just like, man, you see these other teams getting all these easy passes. Like, why can't we ever get these? I'm just like, it pisses me off. It's hard to watch.
I always see the tweets about it. I don't watch a ton of Seahawks, but I always see the complaints that they just run the ball. Like, Pete Carroll just wants to run every play. They got Alex Collins out there getting 25 touches a game for like 3 yards a carry, and they're like, "We have Russ. Can we pass the ball more, please?"
Yeah, Pete thinks this is USC when they had Reggie Bush and Lindell White and Matt Leinart just run play action all day.
That was a risky throwaway. That ball floated there. I actually thought he was just going to just chuck it to the slant. He makes a smart decision. He throws it away. And it hurts only getting 3 here, but he makes it a 4-point game. You can't be too mad at that. You get some type of points here.
So K-Mac, he's only used. Actually, he hasn't used a single timeout. I was just about to say he's only used one timeout, but I got the teams mixed up. He didn't use a single timeout at the very end there. Was that the wrong decision from him?
Yeah, that's a great thing to point out. I honestly really wasn't paying attention because the way he was playing, I was like, he just doesn't have any timeouts. Like, he used them earlier. But, yeah, that was pretty poor clock management. I don't know how you ran out of time with all 3 timeouts on the 10-yard line. That could definitely cost him the game.
Yeah, I noticed he was, especially right after the 2-minute warning, no huddling, which, does have a big clock runoff. He was getting out of bounds on a few plays, but there were a few plays where he stayed in bounds and just didn't call a single timeout, which did end up costing him. Probably could have gotten the touchdown there if he had a little more time.
Yeah, I agree. I think a huge underrated aspect of being competitive this year and being a great Madden player is clock management. I think it's more important than ever. Defense is really hard, so honestly, offense is the best defense. A lot of the times you'll find that the people who are winning these close games are the guys who are scoring. They have the ball last before half. They're getting points on the board. They're using their timeouts correctly, and then they're also the guys with the ball last. So that's a big theme to focus on. Who has ball before half? Who's scoring and putting up points before half? And then who has the ball at the end of the game? Are they milking the clock well enough? Are they making sure they're the ones with the ball last?
It was also interesting too. I did notice that actually TDJ, because it was Husker that was on offense at the final drive of the first half, but TDJ did end up using one timeout, which could have saved Husker. It could have given him the field goal there by using that one timeout, but it was just so interesting that neither of them chose to use those timeouts, and especially TDJ when Husker was held to the held to 3rd and 10 basically. He could have probably gotten the ball back if he might have used a little more.
Right. Yeah, Husker is looking good in offense. He definitely struggled out the gate, but he's moving the ball well right now. Running a lot of flood. A lot of the play action S-post as well. That's really been his go-to play. He's looking at it here again. I think he's going to go with words instead, though. Bunch is just such a hard offense to stop. I don't really think man-to-man is the answer. It's something you can certainly mix in, but it looks like Jay is going to man pretty much every single play.
So what do you suggest in that situation? So not full man, but some zones? Would you mix it up?
I personally don't run really any man at all. I just don't think the receivers on the Cardinals are pressable. They're just too good. They have the speed with Moore and Isabella, and then Hopkins who can guard Hopkins in this game? Maybe 1 or 2 corners. But I think Jay is starting to agree with me silently. He's starting to mix it up a little bit. He ran some mass coverage. Right there, he actually runs a man blitz. I'm not a huge fan of the man blitz. Those running back out routes are lethal this year. Maybe a zone blitz would be better, but just mixing it up on defense, keeping your opponent off guard is probably the best way to attack punch.
Exactly. Also, I see something in the chat. Show me NTW just said, "This is dope. I wish I had entered." We still have 3 more weekends. You can go sign up right now for next weekend. And if that doesn't go well or you can't make it, then you can sign up for the following weekend. There's multiple opportunities.
Yeah, if you want the best chance, I would honestly say sign up for this upcoming weekend. If you don't end up making the finals, is this correct, Potsy? You do get a discount if you sign up for the following weekends as well?
Yes, we have a buyback that is cheaper, and that is on the website. So if you know what, you get screwed, the refs screw you. The game screws you. I know it. You know what I mean? You get screwed sometimes by the game. There's always some excuse, but
that was a dot right there from Husker, taking an 11-point lead. He's looking good in offense. Like I said, slow start, but he's getting comfortable now, and it's not looking good for Jay. If he wants a chance, he's got to score, and he's got to do it quickly.
Have you been to a Pats game, K-Mac?
I have. We just went to the Pats and Chargers game in L.A. a couple weeks ago.
Ooh, that must have been fun,
It was my first
huh?
football game.
Oh, really?
That was Rose's first football game, yes.
That stadium's unbelievable, huh?
Oh, SoFi is
so cool.
Unreal. We went on a bit of a cloudy day, so I don't think we got the full experience because they have the open glass roof. But that stadium is beautiful.
That's awesome. That is so awesome.
It was definitely a great first game for me to go to.
Absolutely. I've been to this Cardinal Stadium a couple times as well, out in Glendale. Awesome stadium as well. I did the Cardinals Club Series for a couple of years, big club championship they had every year. So we got to play inside the stadium a couple times. It was pretty awesome.
That is awesome. Ooh.
It's a big sack right there. Isaiah Simmons. He's
Brings up third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
Oh, wow.
nothing open.
Nothing.
Only a two-man rush, though. Here comes Kyler.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Pretty solid gain of 7
nice 7 yards right there. But he is on 4th and 2 from the 3rd-yard line.
He's going to go for a field goal. This is too conservative. Listen, I understand it's a 2-possession game. You can make it a 1-possession game here, but you're down 8. 2-point conversions are hard to come by, and when you're already at the 3 with still 4.5 minutes left, I think it's too conservative a play call. I think this might lose him the game.
Yeah, you got to take a risk there. You got to.
Absolutely. You have Kyler Murray. DeAndre Hopkins actually has the red zone threat ability as well, which means if he's single covered, he will dunk and ag the DB who's covering him every single time with 100% rate. So at worst, take a shot on that. You could always just scramble Kyler Murray. You have the entire playbook there. You haven't been looking good on defense in the second half. I just don't agree with that play. It looks like Husker is going to manage this game well. I've seen this guy in some tournaments before. I think I saw him in the College National Championship a couple weeks ago. So he's been in these games before. He knows how to handle this. He's going to run the ball. He's going to take it all the way down, take as much clock as possible, and just be conservative.
Yeah, I wish the Seahawks would have done that versus the Pats. Just hand it off to Marshawn. But hey, we're still sitting here later. Oh, boy.
Ooh, that was close.
Oh, he tried to cut it.
It looked like it could have been an interception. The thing is, Isabella's just too fast. The clock is running. If I'm Husker, I'm changing my ball carrier to conservative, so I'm not fumbling. I'm running the ball 3 times. I'm kicking my 3 and making it a 2-possession game.
But still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
So the ball down to the 16 here.
One of the things you can do as well here on defense is go to your coaching adjustments, change strip ball to aggressive. It's really the only way to counter that conservative ball carrier. You obviously risk getting a flag for face masks and stuff like that. A higher chance of that happening. But, I mean, it's looking pretty dark here for Jay. You really have to take a chance on defense.
I think that's something that not a lot of people do often, too. People don't really change their ball carrier. Or not their ball carrier, I mean their defense.
Yeah, definitely not. And that's probably going to do it. I would just go down here. That's exactly what he's going to do. Great clock management, Husker.
Yeah, so do you make many changes in your settings? Like, talk about that a little more. Obviously, you play Madden at a high level. What type of changes do you make?
Yeah, you know, coaching adjustments definitely play a huge factor. If you're playing someone, for example, who is running a ton of read option, a lot of gimmicky runs to Lamar Jackson or Michael Vick, the best way to counter that is changing your option defense to conservative. They'll focus on the quarterback. It basically tells your defense what to do. You also change your zone drops there, tell them where they should defend. For example, you can change your hard flats to 30 yards. They'll back all the way up. You know, I always get the question a lot from casual Madden players, how do you stop those deep crossers? Like, having a really tough time. That's the easiest way to do it. Those zone drops and your coaching adjustments. And obviously the biggest one really is the ball carrier. If you're on the 1-yard line, you need a touchdown. Go on aggressive. You can risk fumbling on the 1. Worst case scenario, your opponent's just pinned if you do in fact fumble. And if you're in a position like Husker is now, go on conservative. So you just don't fumble. You don't risk losing the game.
Yeah.
Chase Edmonds, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push.
Madden is definitely a tough game to get into if you're new or you're casual. Like if you're just playing with your buddies, you know, you can just call the Ask Madden and just have a good time. But if you're really trying to become more competitive with it and really trying to improve your game, I feel like there's a huge knowledge gap. You know, football, football is a complicated game in general, and then Madden on top of it. So many different counters to counters, match defense. You got all the coaching adjustments, all these different plays, knowing what routes beat what. There's definitely a lot to learn. It can be pretty daunting for people, but that's what I like about it. I feel like there's just a huge knowledge gap. So much to learn.
If you go field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted,
I think that touchdown from TDJ too
makes it that much harder.
also just basically almost secured him the win. I don't really think that there is much of a chance for Husker to come back here.
Husker is winning right now. So Jay is the one who really needs to score very quickly right here. I don't like that read. Honestly,
names are flipped?
Able to find Ertz, and he takes
Husker's winning the game.
35.
Oh, Husker is. I'm sorry, the names are flipped then.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Speaking of knowledge gap, so Bill Belichick is considered one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Yeah.
What do you think of the situation that the Pats are in right now with Mac Jones and how their season has evolved into what it is now?
Well, it's just a whole interesting situation, right? Because Tom Brady left. He won the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay, and then everyone, the question was, is it Bill? Is it Tom Brady? As the game-sealing interception of Walford. But, after Brady won, they're like, maybe it really was Brady the whole time. Maybe Bill's overrated. And then now, one down season with Cam Newton, we're back with Mac Jones. We're poised to take first place in the AFC this week. The Titans team.
Yep.
And we might be having the conversation again. Is Bill Belichick not overrated? Like, is he really the GOAT?
That's awesome.
It was a hard life as a Pats fan for that one last year.
It's so hard for you guys. I feel so bad.
I'm glad we finally got a franchise quarterback again. It's a long time. A lot of pain.
Yeah, and a lot of teams don't even get one franchise quarterback ever. So, yeah, there you go.
I know. Well, you guys can't complain over there in Seattle. You guys got Russ.
No, it's been good. And then just want to reiterate one last time before this game ends. Go sign up. We got 3 more weeks after this. If you played this week, buy back in for cheaper. If you didn't play this week, sign up for next week. Get your chance to make it to Orlando to see us all live.
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe
All right, and that was a great win right there. Looks like Husker, right? Am I correct on that, Kyle? Yes. Husker did secure his spot all the way into the grand finals in Orlando. So that should be awesome. That should be so much fun. Is there any chance that we could pull up the brackets here? I'm not quite sure actually if the games are finished. That was the PlayStation round. I'm not quite sure if the Xbox ones are finished yet. But while we're waiting for that, Potsy, how do you feel about that game? How did you feel about that game went?
I mean, you got Cardinals versus Cardinals, 2 of the best explosive offenses in the NFL right now. And, it just showed that, the defense, like we talked about, those adjustments are major key from what I learned from K-Mac. I mean, I'm not a pro, but from what he told me, you could see it did affect it, and Husker came out with a win.
Right, and if I had to pick a favorite before the tournament started on the PlayStation side, I would have said Husker. Like I said, I've seen him in those tournaments before. He's able to take down the PlayStation bracket, move on to Orlando, and it looks like from the Twitch chat, it appears that Nev won at the Xbox side. I wonder if we'll get confirmation on that, but those are 2 good up-and-coming competitive players right there, showing out in a big-time tournament.
That'll be awesome to see both of these players. We'll get confirmation on Nev for you guys here in a second. It'll be awesome to see both of these players go out to Orlando and just compete in the tournament for the grand prize of $24,000. That's going to be so awesome. It's going to be so much fun. Potsy, are you excited for that? I know I'm excited for that.
Hey, I am absolutely pumped, and I'm excited to see everyone there. Excited to see you guys there. It's going to be a great time to network with everybody around this community and then into, the athletic world and the influencer world. So can't wait to see you guys.
Gonna be awesome. Well, thank you so much, Potsy, for not only putting on this tournament, but joining us here on today's stream. We really appreciate you. I think we're gonna head into a quick break. We'll be back with the finalists and we'll give them a quick interview and we'll see you then.
Cool. Good work. It's tough with the two Cardinals too.
Welcome back, everyone. Such an awesome tournament that we had for you guys today in the week 1 qualifiers for the Jump Off Madden 22 tournament. Hey, Mac, how did you feel about the games that we watched today?
The games were awesome. Like I said, one of the best games I've seen all year was that semifinal between the Bucks and the Cards. So hopefully we can see some more games like that next Saturday. Remember, if you guys haven't signed up already, 3 more weekends left, 3 more qualifiers for a chance to go to the grand finals in Orlando in January. So make sure you guys sign up.
You guys can head over to their website. It is jumpoff.gg. If you guys want to participate, there is an Xbox version and a PlayStation version as well. You guys can compete. And like we have said multiple times already this entire broadcast, the finals go in and, or the grand finalists, the grand finalists go and get flown out to Orlando to compete in the tournament. Gonna be so much fun. I'm super excited. K-Mac and I will both be there, hoping to watch you guys, hoping for you guys to be there as well. Let's check out some of the best highlights from today's gameplays. Great game right here. It was Husker versus TDJ. This was the last game that we played. It was the finals. This was awesome. It was such a great game, K-Mac.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Not quite as good as that semifinal game, but a lot of defense here early on. I think Husker got very comfortable. You guys can see here, he found some route combos that were just killing the match and man coverage that TDJ was running. TDJ didn't really mix in a lot of zone. It was mostly match and man coverage. And it took him a while to figure it out, but Husker got it going here. Played good defense, continued playing good defense the entire game. That was really the difference, is the fact that Husker, he got settled in. Jay wasn't able to do that. He had poor clock management before half, and you guys can see here, Husker earning his spot, outplaying his opponent in the finals.
It was a great final game this was the PlayStation version, the PlayStation side of the tournament. It was great final game from the PlayStation side of the tournament. And it looks like there was a great game from the Xbox side of the tournament as well. We want to bring up the brackets for both of those. You guys can kind of see what these competitors went through to get to the finals, to get to where they are right now. But like we said, these are the great highlights that we saw in the finals game. You can see right here, TDJ 6, Huskers up 17. Great game. It came down to the final quarter. It was just awesome. It was an all-around great day of Madden for everyone here. It was just It was so much fun, right? K-Mac, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Here's the bracket, though.
So
Husker takes down the PlayStation side. Nev was your Xbox champion. But like I said, Husker, he had a tough run. He had to take down Blake and then Jay in the finals, but he looked comfortable. He earns his spot in Orlando. Let's take a quick look at the Xbox side of things. Like I said, Nev was able to take down this side of things. He takes down Life is Madden in the finals. And the crazy game we saw in semifinals over JB, I run the ball. So a tough bracket for him as well. Both players very deserving of their wins.
Definitely very deserving of their wins, as K-Mac said. So overall, it was just a great day of Madden. Great games that we watched. We had some great, awesome guests as well on the streams here. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We really appreciate everyone in here who is in the chat, watching on Twitch, everyone else who is streaming the broadcast, restreaming it. We appreciate all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's stream. And we will see you guys next week in week 2 of the qualifiers.